Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Jalen Hurts and the Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his fifth season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be. Someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. It's Barkley on the counter. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Throwing, Jones. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 46 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Gano's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first-half lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play here for Dallas.
45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
And who's got it? The Giants. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Don't be scared. 24's the light. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing is Hurts.
On the move to his left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys are pouring it on. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
On the draw, this is Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I knew was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Justin Jefferson.
44 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson high in the air to bring it in. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Barkley, inside handoff, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons make that now 4 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taking it around the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go play action with Hurts. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 27 yards. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Being chased out left. Breaks through the contact. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Kohlman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, this is going to get a bonkers rating. Bills, Jets at MetLife Stadium. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. They'll set up a throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on first down. He'll find his puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Back to throw. Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. New York set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's down the field for Jefferson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to throw here. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what? And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson with an acrobatic catch. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Oh, some strong running. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jones now. On 1st and 10, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And look, they got it, good for them, but they were within his range. I know that would have been a long field goal. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kick it, though.
I guess what he's going to have to do is frame it as, I just had so much confidence in the offense there, that's why I went for it. It's not me saying you couldn't have made that field goal. I'm going to need you later. Stay ready.
Yeah, he did have the one miss earlier, but you're right, stay ready. There's still plenty of time in this game.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Off the play fake, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner, because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson, 71 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson finding the end zone yet again. And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for New York. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow?
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones throwing on 1st down. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jonathan Hankins, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. On first down, Hurts buying time to his left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like worth for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door.